Hello and welcome to the Bristly Stranger. Today I thought we'd look at something new, Dota Underlords. Now some of you might have heard of Dota. It's a huge Moba game, it's one of the first. Millions of people play it all around the world, and Dota Underlords is kind of like a little brother to that game. I never could get into Dota myself. The rounds take a long time to play, and you have to put hundreds and hundreds of hours in just to get to an average level. Too much of a time commitment for me. Dota Underlords is a little bit different. It's a lot easier to jump into. I've only been playing for a little while and I've kind of got the hang of it. I thought what we'd do, we'll have a look at some of the different aspects of the game and we'll play through the tutorial, because that way I'll be able to talk about it. In a multiplayer match, there is time constraints and I don't think I'd be able to talk over it. But for now, let's look at some of the basic bits of the game. So the main body of the game is hiring a team of heroes to be able to take out your enemy. You start at level 1 and that only allows you access to the early tier characters. Each character has 2 traits and putting different traits together can give them bonuses. The way you build your team is totally up to you, but obviously if you can get characters with the same bonuses, they are going to make your team stronger. Of the different alliances, there are many, and there's obviously going to be different bonuses for different ones. Some of them you only need one of, like the Demon. It tells you all of the characters that have that trait. You only have to have one Demon and it gives you a 50% damage bonus. With some of the others, like Warrior, they have a tiered progression, so having 3 of Warrior gives all Warriors armor bonus, 6 gives them a 15 armor bonus, and 9 gives them a 25. You can only ever have 10 characters maximum, and that's only when you're level 10. So obviously having 9 of one trait is very difficult. As well as having traits like Axe here has got Brawny and Warrior, they also have a special ability. This has a mana cost and a cooldown. Berserker's Call allows them to do extra damage, and as you can see they've got 3 lots of numbers. That's because you can advance to a 1-star, 2-star or even a 3-star hero. Very difficult to get to the 3-star. At the bottom here you can see as they rank up in level they also rank up in damage, health and everything else as well. To rank them up you need to buy 3 of the same thing. So if you wanted to make Axe here a 2-star character, you would need to buy 3 1-star Axe characters. They automatically combine. To get to level 3, you need to get 3 level 2s. So that would be 9 level 1s altogether. With the characters appearing at random, it's obviously quite difficult to do this. Like Dota, you can get special items to equip to your characters. Some of them have global effects, some of them are specific to the character they're equipped to. I won't look at these too much. There are lots of different types. Some of them are weapons or armour, some of them are global effects. Like for instance, the Blightstone. It's an offensive item. The target of whoever has it has -3 armour. So the -3, if anybody else is attacking it, the armour will be lower for those as well. There is also a global item that affects different characters. This one, for instance, allows allies to heal when warlocks cause damage. There are also other global items that don't affect the characters. This one gives you an extra choice in the loot rounds, but we'll see them as we go into the game. I think that's enough waffling about it for now though. I think we'll just go into a tutorial game and I'll show you the basics of how it works. So in the tutorial we get a little message. It's from Mab Ebb. Mab Ebb has obviously been protecting us, but they can't do that anymore because they're dead. We have got to learn how to protect ourselves. So the first round is a loot round. We've got no crew members, we can only have 1. See here, we've got 0 out of 1. Winning is simple, we hire a crew, get them strong and beat our opponents. Last player standing wins. As you can see at the side here, we have got 8 people, including us. There's me at the top, Bristly Stranger. Every round begins in the shop phase. We've got to hire our first hero. It says anyone will do, but the first choice can influence a heck of a lot. which units you choose in the future. One that I like to start with is Enchantress, so I'm going to start with that one.
The Enchantress has arrived.
We buy the Enchantress and then we can stick it onto the battlefield and then we're ready to start. We'll close the shop. In the tutorial the game does pause just to give us a chance to think of what we're doing next. We have to press the advance button to continue. So we'll do that right now. The warm-up round, it's a loot round. Fights happen automatically. As we can see, the Enchantress is just getting on with it. I don't think there's any way of losing this first round. It doesn't matter what character you choose, they should always be able to beat those two minions. So, we get a choice of 3 different perks. The bottom one is armour, so this just ups the armour of whoever we put it on. Plus 50% mana from receiving damage. Now this is pretty good for offensive spells. It means if your guy is being damaged, they'll get their mana up to use their power a lot quicker than normally. Strange bedfellows. The demon hunters get bonus damage for every allied demon. Now, normally demon hunters cancel demons. We haven't got any of these. I think I'm just going to go for brooch for now. The loot rounds reward us with items, some of which we can equip. So we can just go to the loot section, which is the 3rd tab down. We can get the brooch, drag it to the character, and that has equipped that to the Enchantress. If we go to the top, we can see that already we've got 1 savage and 1 druid. So we're looking for more of these traits to boost the whole of our team. I'm not entirely sure the best pick. We've got nothing that matches what we're going for. Bloodseeker's a nice one though, so I'm going to choose that for now. Now we've got 1 in 4 different ones. We're getting no bonuses, so this is no benefit. We are still in the preparation stage though, so we'll just start the next round and see what happens. It's another sparring match loot round. Close the shop. There we go. Our Bloodseeker is attacking the ones at the back. That's pretty good. A nice easy win, as we expected really. Because it's a loot round, we get another choice. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to have. I'm probably going to have Brooch of the Martyr again. Normally in this phase there is a timer, so you do have a limited time to choose which one you want. I am going to just take the brooch for now and equip it onto one of our guys. In round 3 it is another loot round. We've got a choice of 5 guys again at random. We can refresh it, but refreshing it costs gold, so we don't really want to do that. We have got the Treant Protector though, which has got the Druid trait, which means the Druids will buff each other. As you can see, we've got our team set up, we've got the brooches equipped to our front line, we've also got the Druid trait, which means if we have 2 people with Druid, the lowest level gets upgraded. Because they are the same level, it will randomly pick one and they will become a 2-star, making them a lot more powerful. Let's just start the next round. It's another loot round, we are just preparing still. So it's a little bit harder this time, but because we've got a 2-star character, we should be okay. Oh, our Enchantress isn't doing so well there though. But we should beat them. There we go. We did lose one. Bit of a shame, but it doesn't matter, we get them back. Because that was another loot round, we get a choice of 3. I'm going to go with the Summoning Stone. Because we've already started on the path of the Druid, some of the other Druids do have the ability to summon allies. So going for the Summoning Stone will buff their abilities. Also, it's not actually a piece of equipment. You don't have to equip to anyone, the effects just happen to everybody on your team. So round 4. This is the first round we're going to fight against the other players. There are more loot rounds, and as you can see in the tooltips, it says they start at round 10. Before we start the next round though, we get another choice in the shop. At the minute we can only have 3 characters, and we have got 6 gold. If we click on this button, we can pay gold to level up. The XP has got us straight to level 4, and we can choose Tusk, who's got the Savage ability, which goes with Enchantress as well, meaning our allies gain 10% attack damage. So that is pretty useful. So there was another Bloodseeker there. Maybe it's a misplay not to choose that to level up our other Bloodseeker. But having 4 guys on the board is pretty powerful, especially with the Savage bonus. I'm going to start the next round now. We are fighting against one of the bots. So it's Anders' bot. They've got a demon bonus, but nothing else. We're only fighting against 3 guys. We're doing okay. Again, it doesn't matter if people die, as long as we win the round. Oh, they've stunned us. It's getting a bit close, but there's no way that low-level warlock can take on our big tree defender. So you do have to wait for the end of the round. We've got a little bit of experience for winning, so we've automatically leveled up to level 5. This will allow us to choose better guys, but it also allows us to field more guys as well. Because we're in the tutorial, the timer bar at the top is not moving at all. It doesn't progress until we tell it to, so we can have as much time as we can to think about our next choice. The Phantom Assassin is the highest tier character. Well, Razor is the same tier actually, but Phantom Assassin gets another block towards Elusive and towards Assassin. I think this is the choice we're going to take, and we'll field them as well.
You won't be disappointed.
So we could have chose something else as well, but we can only field 5 units. I'm going to save the gold for the next round, and we'll just start the next round.
They look like they mean business.
First battle against Simon Bot. They've only got the demon boner. As you can see, the battles just play out. Their final Pudge character is a bit of a tank, so we're having a job to beat him. Having that free bonus star from our druid is really powerful, so having more druids would be better for our strat. In the next round, there's nothing really that we want to take. We've got a couple that would go towards our warrior. I'm just going to put 5 gold into leveling up. It's not going to level us up yet, and we'll just start the next round.
Stay close to me. I'll keep us safe.
First battle against Tyrrell Bot. They've got no bonuses at the minute. They have got 2 axes though, so if they got 1 more, that would be a 2-star. As you can see, our little tree character has come in there. It's been summoned. We would like to be able to do that, but we're not quite at that stage yet. So we're getting a bonus for our winning streak now, as well as for our victory. We've got 11 gold. If we put 5 into XP, we're going to level up so we can field another character. Again, there's nothing really here that I want for our team. The Anti-Mage gives us the Demon Hunter bonus and the Elusive bonus, so that'd be pretty good. How you position your team is kind of key as well. Some of them will try and get behind to get the squishy characters. Some of them will just attack whoever's closest. Let's start the next round and see who we've got next. We've got Gina. They've got the Scrappy bonus and the Inventor bonus. Obviously, the more you play, the more you will learn which bonuses are better to use. At the side here, you can see we've got all of our bonuses displayed. The top ones, we're getting a Savage bonus, we're getting an Elusive bonus to Evasion there, we're getting a Demon Hunter bonus, we're getting a Druid bonus, but the other 3, we haven't quite got enough yet. So we need 1 more for Assassin, 1 more for Human, and 2 more for Warrior. This can help you choose who you're going to pick. We've just got a Bloodseeker at the bottom. We can have 8 characters in reserve. If we get another Bloodseeker, it will level them up to the 2nd tier. At the left hand side, you can see there is a health bonus for each character. Ours is 100 because we still haven't lost a match yet. The little number above that is how much gold we've got left. On the other characters, I think it's how much gold they've spent. The little number in the circle shows their current level, so we're obviously level 6 and everybody else is only level 4. That gives us a big advantage. It does take a while for the game to get going, So we're going to jump to a more exciting stage. So I've played through a couple of rounds now. As you can see, we've got 2 tree guys on the board. We don't really want that, but we have got the Bloodseeker, and we can have 3 of them, so that will level him up to a 2-star. The tutorial is just telling us about that. If we combine 3 2-star heroes, that makes a 3-star, which is even more powerful. We have also got room for another character. We've got 2 trees on the board. We don't really want that. Sand King is nice and powerful. It will give us our assassin bonus and start us off to the next level of savage as well. I'm also going to take the Enchantress. If we level her up, it will make our entire team more powerful. We are going to swap one out though. As you can see, we've got too many on the board. And it's telling us that if the round starts, this red one will be taken off automatically. We'll take the tree off though, because I accidentally put 2 on. Because we didn't want 2 of the same, we bought the tree to level him up to 2-star, same as the Enchantress. We're going to get on with the next round though. We might as well spend our last 5 gold on levelling up. We're nowhere near the next level yet though. I was going to skip ahead, but we've got another good choice here, Lycan. We're going to have him. Here's the first one that summons minions. We're not going to get anybody else. We've got another anti-mage here, so we could possibly level that one up. But I think we're going to take that one off to put Lycan on. With the shop closed, we can click on the characters to have a look at them. We're getting Elusive and Demon Hunter, so we are going to lose the Elusive benefit and obviously the Demon Hunter. But by putting this one on, we are actually getting a Savage benefit and a Human benefit. I think that outweighs it slightly. Human gives us a chance to silence the enemy, and Savage ups our damage even more. We're going to go with that for now. I'm going to skip ahead a few rounds to see if we can get a better team. Okay, we are coming into round 25 now. At the side you can see our bonuses. We've not quite got Savage or Druid, the ones I'm kind of aiming for. At the bottom we've got some spares, but they're to level up the guys on the field. As you can see, we have got a few 2-stars in there. We're still at 100 health, and the bottom one is only on 22. This is kind of the tipping point where the game is going to be coming to an end now. We are playing the tutorial, so we have kind of got away with some things that we would be punished for. We haven't really focused on one thing. Mostly against human opponents, they will be focusing on a certain area. Obviously bots are not going to do that. We'll go into the next round now, and I'll show you how to keep track of who's doing what. It is another loot round, but that won't matter. It carries on, it's a little bit chaotic. If we click on the middle button, it tracks how much damage we are doing. We can also go to the enemy to see which of the enemy are doing it. With it being a loot round, it doesn't matter so much. But we can track our opponents to see which of their characters are the strongest. Because we're level 10 now, we can spend our gold on refreshing to try and get our upgrades. Kunaka here, we're going to take that one because we've already got him on the field. I don't think we are going to refresh because we'll only have 2 gold left. So we will carry on. Troll Warlord is particularly strong, but he doesn't really fit into what we've got at the minute. It is kind of like a snap decision when you're on the timer. Obviously sitting here and looking at it on tutorial mode, we can take as long as we want. But the timer does add that level of franticness to your choices. Our opponents are also levelling up their skills. No one has really proved too much of a problem. That's why we're still on 100 health. The battle we see is us defending another group. As long as we win that one, we're not going to lose any health. So before we go into the next round, bit of an odd choice, but I'm going to take our 2-star Tusk hero. We're going to sell him, and we are going to put this Druid in, Nature's Prophet. And we're going to change things around a bit to protect him. Let's put that one there actually. Now this gives us a 4-star Druid, which means the lowest 2 Druids are both going to get buffs. So that 3 of them are only 1-star, but that's kind of okay. 2 of those will become 2-star, along with our 2-star tree. let's just skip through another few rounds and we'll see if we can get anyone a little bit higher. So in this match we had got 3 of our druids to 2-star, so the lowest one becomes a 3-star, which is really good. Obviously battles now are becoming a lot more frantic and a lot more one-sided. There are things you can do to mitigate this by choosing higher tier characters, but usually by this point you can see who's going to win and who's going to lose. As we go to the shop, we are just skipping through, we are looking to see if there's anyone we want, and we're aiming to get bonuses for the ones we've already got at the bottom. We haven't got a lot of room, so we can't really take any extra ones. But nothing is coming up that we really want. There's no point doing it again because we won't have the gold to choose the better units. So we're just going to skip. We're going to go through a few more rounds, but I think it's pretty much all over. So we are coming into the last few rounds now. We've got 4 wins against Simon Bot and he's the last one left. As you can see, it's really chaotic at the end. There's lots going on. It's kind of hard to tell what is going on unless you really know which units do what. But we're going to just watch the last round. Oh, in fact, that was the last round. So we've won. It took 37 rounds. We dealt loads of damage, we earned loads of gold, and there is our final crew. Most of them were 2 stars, we didn't quite get everyone. I was building towards some 3 stars, but I didn't think we were going to get there. If you do want to play this game, it is free to play, you can download it on Steam. It is still in early access, and there are a few bits that feel like they're not quite finished. Some of the sound assets are missing, but it is a really fun game to get your teeth into. If you don't like the idea of playing against other people, you can just play against bots, not only on the tutorial, but on harder level settings as well. It's a good way to figure out which strategies work best for you. Another fun aspect of this game, it is available on PC, but it is also available on mobile as well. And it is cross-platform, so mobile can go against PC. Doesn't feel like there is any advantage to either platform, which is a really good balance. The game obviously is still in beta at the moment, so there will be changes, but I think it's shaping up to be a really fun game. I'm really enjoying playing it. I hope there will be some friends of the channel playing out there. Give me a yo in game if you do see the Bristly Stranger, but this is a good place to wrap things up. There are obviously so many strategies that I have not even touched upon, but it's better to work out your own strategy. Obviously it is random which characters turn up, so you are at the mercy of which characters are available. But I do think this is going to be a great game. If you have enjoyed the video, drop us a like, it's always great to see that, and you can always subscribe to keep up to date with any videos that appear on the channel. And for now, I've been the Bristly Stranger. Thanks to everyone that has been watching, and goodbye.